And now all I have to do is bring in the squares. Greatly regret not purchasing the third floor. Now this was a struggle for space. The addiction continues as we explore new mechanics of Shapez 2. There's actually been an update as well. With blueprints unlocked, I can select this part of the factory and save it as a blueprint. But what I can do now is select a blueprint and replace it. So say I want to edit this blueprint a little and I don't know, do some more cutting at the end, then I can just copy that and say replace. Then I can save it, and now that I use it, it didn't work. Hold on, let me try again. Replace, save, use. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's it. So that's actually something I was quite annoyed with last time, but now they've changed it, it works. Anyway, what's the point of the game? We mine some shapes, we cut them up into pieces, rotate them and stack them together, and we get these beautiful shapes, which we then deliver to the vortex in the middle. Now what's our ultimate goal? Oh boy, we need to select a factory, because we have completed our operator certification. For now, I'm gonna go with the normal factory, which is gonna be just semi-difficult, and the insanely hard shapes I'm gonna leave for later. So what we have enabled is the platform mode. And since our goal is to create these shapes, so this half red circle, then full red circle, and full red circle on a blue square, and also the bits of the square to progress to the next milestone, I think this shape, the quarters, might be the way to go. The other way would be to mine this shape, but that would be too much work. So yeah, let's go for this one. So I've added this platform and these 3 miners. So we should be now getting enough shapes. Now this extractor does 30 a minute, and I just wonder, what if I remove this one? It still does 30 a minute. I honestly have no... Oh wait, and we're missing these. I see now. So I'm gonna add it back in. No, that's the wrong one. This one, yeah. And we've got all 4. Now since we're gonna need half circles and full circles, I'm thinking we try manufacturing them here, just to save some space, because then we're gonna have to convert them to the vortex. So maybe go this way, like that. Oh, that's really nice. So let's do it. Extract all the shapes and obviously check our blueprints. Oh, this is to be deleted. So we're gonna do some stacking. Okay, I take it back. I thought for some reason that these would only be the red side, and I'm realizing that that's a gray shape and a bit of red. So actually this shape will be much better. I'm just gonna delete all of this and start over right here. Oh, and I forgot to check the tasks. Optional tasks. Okay. Also, we're gonna need the gray bits after all. Yeah, that's gonna be the different shape, but I guess we're gonna save that for later. For now, we need half circles. We've already got this corner extractor blueprint, but we need to extract a half. I'm not sure it's worthy of a blueprint, since that's basically just using the half destroyer everywhere. And now I'm just gonna convert all of these shapes to the endpoint here. They get flung on this beautiful conveyor belt and go all the way to the main platform here. And they get stuck right there. Shall I just remove this bullshit? Never gonna need it again, right? Yeah, let's get rid of that. Beautiful, clean slate. Now please extract these shapes and simply bring them to the vortex. Now the blue squares. Where do we have some blue squares? Here and here. Alright, we're gonna need a full square in the end. And as for our tasks, just the quarters. So what's the simplest way to do this? Doesn't really matter, does it? Let's just do it here. Again, extract all of that. And now we're gonna use my beautiful blueprint. So corner editor, corner extractor, and that's way too big. Alright, never mind. So just bring it to the vortex as well. And I think I've been doing this a lot, so let's save this blueprint too. And we're gonna do the stuff here on the main platform. So we need just the corners, so that's this blueprint, and just place like 4 of these next to each other. Ran out of space. Dang it. Yeah, I can do it like this. That's fine. And now just connect all of this. What's this? Blueprint toolbar. Yeah, don't care. Oh, wait. I'm an idiot. It extracts the wrong corner. We need the bottom right corner to be extracted, but this extracts the top right corner. So I'm gonna need a different blueprint. Now, having created a new blueprint, this should be the right corner extractor. So let's put a few of these in, connect the shapes to them, and see whether it actually works. Or maybe I have messed up big time. So the goal shape, yep, that's a square. Connect all of this together and bring it to the vortex. We no longer need these shapes, so I'm gonna steal that. Oh, and I forgot we have 4 of them, so delete this as well. And actually each has to have their own output. Like that, much better. Now here we need full red circles. We've got the halves. Is there perhaps a blueprint that could help us? Let's see, stackers, and we just got a simple stack. That's not gonna do it. So that's 6 stackers per conveyor belt. And right now what we want is, we have a half, we want to rotate it and have another half and stack it on top. So next to each other basically. And since we're gonna divide this belt into 2 parts, 3 stackers should be enough. So shape comes like that, we split it, rotate the shape 180 degrees, and then have the 3 stackers and just connect all. Obviously the other half needs to go to the second floor, and as you see we have those beautiful red circles. Now that right there is a blueprint. So I can select the halves together, blueprint, plop down a few of them and simply connect them all together. Then since we've halved the input speed, that should be 2 and 2 full conveyor belts. Now we've got enough of these shapes, we need half squares. So here we're stacking half and half to make the whole thing, and here we just need to stack quarter and a quarter to make half. But technically this should also work, right? Let me try it. Halves together, place it here, and what do we get? We get a butterfly, obviously. That's what I call this shape. But I think the logic is correct. Just this has to be not a 180 rotator, but just a 90 degrees rotator instead, right? So if I connect it now, half of them go that way, half go this way, and in the end we get the, come on, let me see it, goal shape. Brilliant. So with that blueprint saved, we can simply paste it everywhere and connect it to the vortex. Now finally we've got some time to do other tasks. Alright, let's start with this half star shape. I see something useful right here. Now let's use the simple blueprint, shapes extractor, rotate this, place it there, and that's it, shapes are being extracted. Now I'm thinking, just to save space and shit, what if I put a foundation there and edit the shapes right here? With the half star shapes being extracted, you can just bring it to the vortex as we're used to. So first to the main platform and then to the vortex. Now this pinned task has been completed, so we can unlock it and get a research point. Can we actually buy an upgrade? So we could unlock L-shaped foundations. The rest is, I'd say, pretty expensive, or we don't actually need it yet. And we could have more vortex inputs, which I also don't think we need. So I'd focus on upgrading the speed of belts, cutting and stacking. But now there's this shape to be completed. I've extracted half circles. We've got these halves there as well. So what we need to do now is simply take the stackers and say we simply want to stack. We don't really care which part is on top, because they're going to be next to each other. We just need to rotate these circles and bring them to the stacker, and that's the goal shape right there. Now we're going to put down a few of these and again just connect these circles. Now we just need to handle the outputs. So I'm going to go to the second floor, back down and right there, and basically do this with every output we've got. Now that the whole of the milestone is completed except for this shape, we can get straight to it. So we've got these halves and we need whole squares. So I'm gonna say halves together and just pop it straight there, which now means we've got 4 full conveyor belts of squares. Or is it full? I don't think it's full, right? It's actually a tiny amount, right? Let's see what happens if I connect all of them together. How many shapes per second are we gonna have? That being said, we need them to stack with the red circles. So delete this part and move the red circles to where we actually need them. It seems we should have the same amount of red squares everywhere. So I'm just gonna take this conveyor belt, and we've got how many? Oh, waiting for more items to calculate efficiency. Yeah, we've got 25% of full conveyor belt. Is it gonna go up a bit? No, 25, right. So that's it. 4 of those factories together make a full conveyor belt, which means one stacker should be enough. So just connect the inputs, bring it there, and that's it. That's the goal shape. We're gonna need a ton of those, 8,000 actually. So that's just in time that this task is completed. So unlock that, and now put a circle on top. You've got plenty of time to do these. Now this was easy enough thanks to the blueprints. So now we're receiving the goal shapes. Nice. Now this is done, and we now need to plop this onto a square. I've rejigged this part a bit, and now all I have to do is bring in the squares, put in a few of these stackers. Greatly regret not purchasing the 3rd floor. Now this was a struggle for space. But I gotta say, it seems to be working. I've managed to connect every stacker, all of the input parts of it, and look at that, it's beautiful. While I'm waiting for everything to be delivered, I see this simple shape. I can simply take this and cut it in half. And since we're kind of struggling for space, I think I'm gonna have to cross this conveyor belt right here, which I can do using these beautiful tunnels. See? Conveyor belt under a conveyor belt. And as usual, blueprint, extract shapes, rotate this, put it there, destroy the halves to just get the shapes we want, and just bring it there. Complete this task. Oh, that was 8. Oh, look at this. 8 research points, so we've got 21. What should we upgrade? Doesn't really matter, does it? Let's do the belts. Oh, look at that. Speedy, speedy. So it goes below the conveyor belt like that. Below this one, that is. And back up to the vortex platform right here. And now we just need to connect it. We actually need this shape as well, which we can get from here and just again cut the half. Can I copy this? Oh, I can. So I can copy that, put it here, and look, extracting what we need. I could actually use the additional vortex inputs now. I'm sorry. Wait, can I? Oh, I can. Look, I can have 2 floors, both going into the same port of the vortex. Now we no longer need these shapes. So what I'm gonna do is select this part and say, select connected. It's gonna select all the parts. Holy crap, there's a ton of them. But yeah, basically select all the parts connected to that, and I can simply remove that. And I gotta say, that hurt, because that took an insane amount of time, and it's all gone now. But the point is that I actually need these shapes, these half red circles, to be stacked with these gray circles. And now I can actually upgrade the vortex inputs. So I don't have 4 per side, but 6 instead. Nice. So we need halves of these. Blueprint, destroy halves, rotate that, plop it there, and we've got halves. And now for some stacking. Wrong order. The red bit is supposed to be on the bottom. These blue squares I cut into 2, rotate it a bit, and am now stacking together twice. So that's not gonna be 2 full conveyor belts even, but it is what we need. All that's left to be done now is connect them to the vortex. Let's do 2 conveyor belts. Unlock this, and I think I can leave the rest for the next time.